Two people can earn the exact same money, and 10 years later, one is wealthy and the other is broke. Same income, same city, same opportunities. So what actually separates them? It's not luck. It's not even hard work. It's how they think. Because the rich and the poor don't just have different bank accounts. They have completely different ways of seeing money. And once you understand these differences, you can't unsee them. Let's start with the biggest one. Poor thinking asks, how much does it cost? Rich thinking asks, how much can it make me? When a poor mindset sees money, it thinks about spending. When a rich mindset sees money, it thinks about multiplying. One looks at $100 and sees things to buy. The other looks at the same $100 and sees a tool that could bring back 200. Same money, opposite questions, and those questions shape entire lives. Here's the second difference. Poor thinking trades time for money. Rich thinking builds things that earn without them. If you only get paid when you show up and work, your income has a hard ceiling because you only have so many hours. The wealthy figured out something crucial. They build or buy assets, things that keep earning even when they sleep. A business, a rental, an investment. They stop trading only hours and start owning things that work for them around the clock. The third difference is about problems. When something goes wrong financially, poor thinking says, I can't afford it, and stops right there. Rich thinking asks, how can I afford it? It sounds like a small change in words, but it's massive. The first sentence shuts your brain down. The second one forces it to search for solutions. The wealthy train themselves to ask better questions, and better questions lead to better answers. Now the fourth, and this one is uncomfortable. Poor thinking wants to look rich. Rich thinking wants to be rich. One spends money on things other people can see, the car, the clothes, the watch, to feel successful now. The other quietly buys assets nobody sees and becomes successful later. Real wealth is often invisible. The person flashing it is frequently the one who has the least of it, drowning in payments to appear like something they're not. The fifth difference is patience. Poor thinking wants money now and chases quick wins. Rich thinking plants seeds and waits for them to grow. Wealth is almost always built slowly, boringly, over years. The people who win are rarely the flashiest. They're the ones who kept going long after everyone else got bored and quit. They understand that small actions, repeated for years, beat big actions done once. Here's the sixth. Poor thinking fears money and avoids learning about it. Rich thinking studies money like a language. Most people never read a single book about how money works. They feel it's boring, or complicated, or not for them. But the wealthy treat financial knowledge as a skill to master, and the more you understand the game, the better you play it. Nobody is born knowing this. It's learned. And the final difference, maybe the most important, poor thinking believes money is fixed. There's only so much, and getting some means taking it from someone else. Rich thinking believes wealth can be created. A new business, a new idea, a new solution adds value that didn't exist before. This single belief changes everything, because if you think wealth is limited, you compete. If you think it can be created, you build. Now here's what you need to hear. None of these are about intelligence, and none of them are permanent. Every single one of these is a way of thinking, which means it can be learned and it can be changed. You weren't born with a poor mindset or a rich one. You absorbed it from your family, your environment, the people around you, and what was absorbed can be replaced. So start small. The next time you're about to spend, ask what a rich mindset would ask. The next time you say, I can't afford it, catch yourself and ask, how could I? The next time you want to look successful, choose to become it instead. You don't change your whole mind overnight. You change one thought at a time until the new way becomes automatic. Because in the end, your bank account is just a reflection of your thinking. Change the thinking, and slowly, quietly, everything else begins to change too. If this shifted something for you, follow along. Every week I break down the money lessons school never taught you in plain, simple language. The way you think today is building the life you'll live tomorrow.